He needs to top deck. Can he top deck his way out of this?
A forest,
Top
no.
deck's a forest.
Olivier Ruel, nice rip. Oh, and the council. Oh, when the council comes online,
Nope.
An online ghost council will trump a jitte.
Olivier falls to 8 from the arena.
But when the council comes online, his life total is going to be much less relevant.
8 to 8.
Olivier can kind of, I mean, he can still lose to
Ravenous Rat. That gets the last land out of Max's hand.
Top deck Moloku is going to put Max in a commanding position, though. There's lots of cards that.
He's got like one turn though to do it. Olivier's got 5 power. Max needs to draw something. This maybe has 2 draws left. Would you tap out the cranial attraction here?
There's only 2 cards in Max's deck that matter anymore.
The Moloku?
Oh no, he could rip Savage Twister actually.
Shrieking Grotesque. Oh, so that's lethal. This draw. It's got to be this draw. What did Max draw?
It's not lethal. He could just take out the guys with the Jitta counters.
Good point.
He's almost going to have to.
Yeah, he absolutely has to because he can flip Ghost Council for the 8th point. 7 power. 1 Ghost Council flips his 8th.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that the crane abstraction play is possibly right. That was a great sleigh.
Boomerang off
Boom,
the top
boom.
of Max's deck. Do you flip it?
Yeah, you definitely. I think you sack a rat.
Yeah, I like sack rat.
The X ones have no equity to the board right now. Like, there's who cares?
Yeah, in fact, I think Max maybe should have killed him beforehand, before this play.
It's like 2 will come in. Max might kill it, might not.
I think I would have used the Jitte counter to
deny
that option.
Ollie just drew.
Oh.
Okay. All right, he has to connect with Shrieking Grotesque first because he might get 2 points in for free.
Right.
That thing's definitely not going to be alive after he plays Jitte. Yeah, Max is smart enough. He's going to gain 4 here, but there's almost no cards he can draw to get out of him.
Moloku.
Just Moloku.
Because Olivier Ruel drew and now plays. Wait for it. And he drew an Umezawa Jitte of his own this turn.
And he can play a 2-drop with cover mana to protect his council still. So he just, as long as he doesn't tap out for cranial extraction, he's not going to lose the Savage Twister.
Okay.
So Max goes to 12. This is a really swingy game, it looks like.
Yep. It's kind of nice to see card advantage still matters. You know, all the weirdness is going on in the world. But you know what? You play at Phyrexian Arena on 20. Even if your draw's not got land and your opponent is doing stuff, you still win that game.
One of the least relevant Ravenous Rats ever played.
Yeah, skills cancel food.
Yeah, it's all that matters, right? Notice how Ollie was too
Max
good to play
needs to draw
2
Moloku. I didn't see what that was.
I mean, like other Tide Star's probably close to good enough. It's not great, but it's close. Iwamori, for example, is not going to be good enough.
No.
Iwamori doesn't even penetrate. Muddle the Mixture.
Ooh. Becker says he drew Muddle the Mixture. So you transmute it for Weird Harvest?
For Weird Harvest, and then Harvest for
Moloku.
Giving Ollie the chance to harvest for...
I think he can harvest for 1 and still cast Moloku.
Yeah, and Ollie harvests for Teysa. And then the Mafia Kings win the game. Like, I think Weird Harvest is a very dangerous play. I think Savage Twister is a much cleaner play.
But these could just flip out his Ghost Council.
He's not dead.
I mean, he's buying turns to top deck Moloku.
He can't wait on the card because if Ollie's obviously willing to just throw Ravenous Rats with no card advantage out, he can't imagine that his Muddle the Mixture is going to survive.
Well, if you're just trying to buy a turn, why waste your Savage Twister when Sakura Tribe Elder will get the same job done? And get you a land, thin your deck by a land.
Interesting decision.
I mean, it's kind of depressing for Max Brack. The best thing he can tutor up is a Sakura Tribe Elder. But it might be the right play.
I'm figuring he's taking a point from Ravenous Rats this turn. So Ollie gives him a point back. Mortify. I think that Ollie will probably use his Cranial Extraction this turn. I think he has to.
Max also has Invoke the Fire Mine.
I was just thinking. I think he's more dangerous to Invoke the Fire Mine because Ollie just drew Mortify. So
Mortify doesn't exactly answer Moloku when you've got that much land in play. I still think you might be right. What is it? It's one Invoke the Fire Mine versus two Molokus. Those are the outs in Max's deck.
Yeah, if Max rips Invoke the Fire Mine, Ollie's dead.
Right.
It's,
Moloku, at least you have a turn to answer, hypothetically.
It depends what Max does here. I think likely he's going to put his Sakura Tide Mother in front of the Ravenous Rats to trade. What do you think? Take 4? Do you think it's better to just take 1 and just jump into the Ghost Council? What are the incentives, basically?
I think you're just trying to buy as many turns as possible.
So then you trump the Ghost Council.
Trump Ghost Council. I think that's more likely to get you an extra turn than trading with Ravenous Rat.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Ollie is going to use his Cranial Extraction. He doesn't want to play Maher, for example. Actually, he could play Maher and just buy life. But, there's no reason to get fancy. He's so low. Actually, and I just noticed he has Shizo Death Storehouse. So he could
just worth mana to make Ghost Council unblockable?
I mean, if he has 7 or more mana, I think it's worth it if he doesn't attack with Ravenous Rats. Because he can't really afford to do that and lose Ravenous Rats, potentially.
I can't imagine that's better than playing a 2-1.
Yeah. I think that he should just cast Cranial Extraction here.
Well, yeah.
The number of ways he can lose the game are pretty limited, and ripping Invoke the Fire Mind is pretty high on the list. Like, obviously Moloku's an issue, but at least he has Mortify.
Cranial Extraction here. Drift of Phantasm.
Okay. Drift of Phantasm.
Wow. Why get the 1 Invoke?
You won't.
Is that?
No.
Well, how much mana?
Wow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Drift Invoke, I was dead.
12 less 3, 9.
Interesting.
6,
Olivier whiffed on Cranial Extraction. He figured if he got Drift of Phantasm, then that Invoke became a one-of. Max has the Drift in his sideboard.
But actually, that doesn't make any sense. The only card that he can drift for that matters is Invoke the Fire Mine.
I think I agree with you.
It's not.
Yeah, if you extract the Invoke, then who cares about Drift?
Yeah, he could just dodge past with the Ghost Council.
Interesting. So Olivier whiffs yet again. Max Brax's amazing flexibility benefits him.
What do you think
his
the
opponent
chances
did
are
not understand what was going on, and
what do you think the chances are that Robert Maher makes it to Olivier's upkeep?
Small.
I think they're nil.
I believe you're actually at 10 now. You took 1 damage from the rats.
Yeah, that's right.
It was just a clear mistake to not go for Invoke. What did he rip?
Can't tell. His wrist is in the way.
Nope.
Oh, it's an island, and he just plays it.
Ollie, get rid of Bob Maher.
Keep him at 6.
What?
There are no 6 drops, right?
Yeah, but it's not lethal.
So what's the complex?
Oh, yeah. So the first one.
This card is
everyone's
Yeah, you first?
Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry.
Swam.
So,
You can
stick on the stack, but I announced one life. So.
You announced this one first, so...
Anyway, I kill it. I'll kill him in the attack. True, but it's set.
You announce this first, and this? And this first.
Okay, so I take
And you
4.
take 4?
One's upkeep, one's draw, though, right?
Take 4 minutes.
No, Bob's upkeep.
Yeah, isn't Arena a draw?
I
No,
take
it's up to
7.
you.
Well, did I draw for my draw? But I didn't draw for my draw again, right? Well, that's not the choice.
This new philosophy with the no table judges is made top 8 play so much cleaner than it.
It has, actually.
And I can seal black, white. White, white.
So he attacks for 7.
Red, black. You're at 2. Thank you very much.
Hilarious. He plays a second Ghost